live when you really believe them. It affects the way you live. It motivates us to live holy lives. If we really believe these were the end days, we wouldn't be so quick to shack up. I just use that as an example. You wouldn't be so quick to cuss somebody out if you believed the Lord was on his way back. You wouldn't be so quick to disrespect God. You wouldn't be so quick to second guess God when you really believe these were the last days. When you believe that these are the last days, there's just some things you won't do. I don't know about you, but even the other month, it was something I was getting ready to do, and I said, I can't do that because these are the last days. That's what I said right out of my mouth. Anybody ever said that? I don't know. These are the last days. I can't, you know what, stuff you could get away with. Oh, Lord, you can't get away with it now. You might as well just tighten it up. I can't get away with that. I'm not even going to try to go there. Look at your neighbor and say, don't go there. See, when you really believe it's the last days, then you also understand that you're about to give an account for every deed done in this body. And when I was a child, I could do some things and pray for forgiveness. But now that I'm an adult, I can't just stand up here and do some stuff and say, Lord, forgive me. People are not afraid of God. People don't fear God. And I'm not talking about afraid like shivering in your boots. I'm talking about reverence. I'm talking about reverence. God, I reverence you so much. I don't ever want to say something that you have to leave the room for. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be anywhere that you would have to separate yourself from me. I don't want to have an attitude toward my sister that you couldn't sit down and talk with me or enjoy the conversation that I was having with her. Everybody don't have to be your best friend. But I like what you said. God judged your heart. And you got it straight with God. This is the wrong way of thinking. This is not Christ-like thinking. See, you want him in the middle of your thoughts because this word is his thought on your situation. So you can't get his thought when your thoughts are all clogged up with mess. I don't know about you. I don't need no crooks in the hose. I need it flowing. I need it flowing. I need it flowing like never before. So when I realize that I have to give an account for some things, it's just some things I won't do. This afternoon, I wanted to eat a bowl of ice cream. And I realized that I was going to have to give an account for that bowl of ice cream. Bless the Lord. See, when you realize that them bowls of ice cream going to catch up with you. And, you know, we had a death in the family, and y'all provided all that comfort food. And I've been just comforting in the food. And the day I was like, okay, you done comforted yourself enough now. You ate all the cake, all the bread pudding, all the ham. You know, there's been enough comfort food. Comfort getting ready to catch up with you. It's ready to waddle right on over on you. You got to give an account. 2 Peter 3:11, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation of godliness? When we believe it's the last days, we reach out to the lost. When we believe it's the last days, when you start seeing young people dying, you don't think it's okay just to let them keep going. They got plenty of time to receive Jesus. You reach out to the lost. You reach out to somebody to make sure that they know Jesus. John 9:14 says, I must work, do the works of him that sent me while it is day, for night cometh when no man can work. You need to understand that God has always had a master plan for us. He planned for the maturity of the times and the climax of the ages to unify all things and head them up and consummate them in Christ, both things in the heaven and things in the earth. That's Ephesians 1:10. Look at your neighbor and say, we're moving into the time of climax when what God has ordained in heaven is going to show up in earth. It's going to show up the same way it is in heaven, in earth. And God has set it up for us to be mature and ready to receive it in its fullness. Now, if you get that, you'll be shouting all the way home.